Howdy, Mustangs. Thanks for tuning in to another wonderful day of Mustang PE. I'm your host, Mr. Jark, and as you can see here, I know I told you I was a Blazer fan, which is probably okay with you, but I'm also a Dallas Cowboy fan. NFL football. Who's your favorite team? Don't say Seahawks. Don't say it. Don't say it. I am a Dallas Cowboy fan. I figured I had the shirt. Why not wear the hat? And we're the Mustangs, so what's wrong with Cowboys? Cowboys ride the Mustangs, and so it's fitting to me. The colors even match. So anyways, looking forward to PE today. All right, wouldn't be a PE class without a solid joke. Joke of the day, here it is. How did the cowboy become so rich? His horse gave him a couple of bucks every day. Enjoy. All right, guys. Another day of warming up, getting the body loose, and let's get started with some jumping jacks today. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good, partners. And push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great. And some sit-ups. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Losing my hat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You did it. Great job. All right. Also wouldn't be a PE day without a health tip. Today, your health tip is to stay positive. Okay? What that means, once in a while, we get negative thoughts in our mind, we get discouraged, we get upset about something, and you can stay there and continue to be upset about it, or you can try to find a way to make it a positive. Okay? The more positive you are, the more it changes your mindset and gets you going in a good direction. So when you catch yourself thinking negatively about something, do your best to turn it into a positive, and you can really build some positive momentum and some positive energy for your day by doing that. And sometimes if you're not focused on it, it can just happen, and you can just have negative thought and negative thought. But if you're thinking about trying to make things positive, you can do it. You have the power to do it. All right, that's your health tip for the day. All right, guys, so today we do have some more soccer. A little additional stretching for us before we start soccer. Strangely, we're going to stretch out our arms a little bit, and you'll see why shortly. Okay, so let's take that right arm, let's put it across our chest, and let's pull it towards us. Should feel a little bit of stretch right in here. I feel a lot of stretch. And shake them here. And let's move that left arm across and pull it towards us. Excellent. Shake them out a little bit. Let's bring that right arm here. And let's put it back here and just push on that elbow and stretch a little bit. And shake them out. Messing up my old hat. And left arm back. And push on that elbow. And shake them out a little bit. Let's go right arm. Let's bring it around. And left arm. Let's bring it around. And forward and backwards. And you should be nice and loose. All right. All right, McBride, some more soccer skills for you today. We are going to first talk about doing a throw-in in soccer, okay? Most of us know that in soccer, you use your hands very, very little, okay? Unless you are the goalie, all other players on the field cannot use their hands when they're in bounds, okay? If the soccer ball goes out of bounds past the outside lines, then you've got to get the ball back into play, okay? And to get the ball back into play, we have to do a throw-in, okay? So this is the one time where any player who's doing a throw-in does get to use their hands, okay? You got to stay behind the line when you're making your throw-in. You have to have two hands on the ball, okay? That ball has to come behind your head, okay? And you do a forward motion and throw like so, okay? Meanwhile, for you to be able to throw the ball far or better or wherever you want it to go, okay, you're going to want to step when you do it, okay? But your feet have to stay on the ground, okay? So you can take a step, and when you go, you got to keep your back foot on the ground, okay? And your lead leg will stay on the ground as well, okay? So from the side here, it would look like this, okay? I'd go here and step and throw, okay? But my feet are staying on the ground. Very important, okay? So you can see it nicely from this angle. If I picked up the ball, it was out of bounds, okay? I would come up to the line, okay? I'd give myself a little bit of space from the line so I wouldn't step over it, okay? And I would, two hands on the ball, behind the head, step and throw, okay? One more look, okay? Step and throw, okay? Keeping those feet on the ground, okay? So I'm going to back up just a little bit, and I'm going to throw it just above you guys, above the camera, okay? And here we go. Very good. If you, I didn't mention, if you have of course, any kind of ball, and then you have a wall that you can do this on with a very soft ball only, or a fence, or a shed, or a tree, okay? All the things that we've mentioned before, okay? And the nice part about this is you usually don't end up chasing the ball too much. We are quite a bit better at keeping a ball under control with our hands than we are with our feet, especially when we are new to soccer. It's normal to struggle with your feet on this, okay? Maybe you are lifting them up, okay? You just have to remind yourself to keep your feet on the ground. Okay, if you wanted to get very detailed, you could pick a specific target out on whatever it is that you're throwing at, or you could add a target like a little piece of tape, and you can try to hit it every time. Okay. Another big mistake is sometimes when we're younger, we don't quite have the strength, and we feel like we can throw it farther if we do this, okay, or if we do this, okay. But unfortunately, that is not a legal throw-in, so that ball must be right behind your head with two hands. You can back up a little bit and work on farther throws. Of course, if you're not doing it yet, go ahead and join in with me. This is called a throw-in. Job. Keep trying to be accurate. Show you a few from the side. Aiming point. Sometimes you'll be throwing it ahead of one of your players so they can run to it and continue to dribble towards the goal. Sometimes they'll be kind of in a standing still position. You're going to be aiming probably for their knees and below so that they can stop the ball. If they're wide open, no one's around, okay, maybe you throw one that bounces once or twice to them, okay. Once in a while, you can throw it to where a player would use their chest to stop the ball and let it fall to the ground. Okay, remember, in soccer you can use your chest. You just can't use your arms or hands. Also great practice for catching. Just a little side benefit of the drill. Okay, without knowing it, you're catching the ball a lot here, which is excellent practice. Keep your eyes on the ball, use two hands, secure the ball. All right, guys, that is how you correctly do a soccer throw-in. That's it for this portion of the video. All right, guys, simple little kind of footwork dribbling drill here. We will just, our focus is going to be on, it's called a pullback, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to put two objects, I got two cones, just across from each other. You don't need to be that close to them, just gives you a starting and a stopping point, okay? So you're going to lightly dribble to one cone or object, okay? And then you're going to pull the ball back, okay, which I'll show you in a second, and then you're going to come to the other and do the same, okay? So it is a very compact little drill, okay? And it's just a little bit more of a difficult skill. So don't get frustrated. I will try to show you in slow-mo here, okay, exactly what I mean by a pullback, okay? So if I'm going this direction, okay, this direction, I'm gonna come here, and instead of dribbling in a rounded way, I'm just going to come here, I'm gonna pull the ball back with my foot, and turn around, and then go with it. Same thing, I would pull the ball back, and I would turn and go with it, okay? So it's kind of a quick maneuver to change directions on the defense, okay? So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna be at one cone, and I'm just gonna tap, tap, and pull back. Tap, pull back. We won't even need to dribble in between them with them at this distance, okay? And pull back. I'm using my right leg to pull back, pull back. Pull back. I'm still kind of going in slow-mo. If you're an experienced player, this will be pretty easy for you because you're not dribbling in between, you're just getting the pullback skill figured out. If you lose it, bring it back to the cone, and you get started again. Pause for a minute, okay? Now let's try to do a pullback with the other leg, okay? So it will be more challenging for me. Again, my right leg is my dominant leg, so I naturally do stuff with that the most. So trying with my left will be more difficult. Here we go. Sorry guys, my video got cut off. We'll resume here for a moment. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna try to do it a little bit faster, okay? So you can challenge yourself to do it really quickly. Obviously we'll make it much more challenging if you do. More challenging, more tiring, and it also might make you a little bit dizzy, okay? So, great one to work on there, guys, and stay tuned to what is next. This one here is great for goalies, of course. Again, they are a player who can use their hands within the actual game out on the field. Okay, so they are going to pick the ball up from time to time. And I know many of you are big fans of this, of the drop kick. Okay, so you know, the rest of the players on the field don't get to do it unnecessary, but the goalie can. And I know it's usually kind of a favorite of elementary kids to get a chance to drop kick a ball. Okay. Here's the tip, if you don't have space to do this outside, okay, you're going to need to find an alternative item to drop kick, maybe drop kick a pair of socks or something incredibly soft because we can't be launching a ball into walls and ceilings in your house, okay? So if you're inside, you find something very, very soft. If you don't have room outside, okay, to to actually kick a ball, okay? Because you can just try to, for practice, try to kick it very vertical so it comes back down. If you don't have enough room to do that, okay, you may want to use the same type of thing outside so it doesn't go very far, okay? You do need a lot of space for an actual drop kick with a ball. I'm just going to use a gym wall, and that way it's not going to go very far, okay? But a goalie may pick up the ball, okay? Ball's coming, and always good goalies to gather the ball with two hands, okay? And secure the ball, and then you may have a player up ahead, and you may want to get the ball drop kicked to them, okay? So you are going to have two hands on the ball. You're usually going to take a couple of steps, okay? I'm going to kick with my right leg, so I'm going to plant on my left leg. Ball's going to be here with two hands. I'm going to drop it, okay? And right above where my foot would be, okay? And I'm going to keep my eye on the ball, and I'm going to kick it off the top of my foot down the field, okay? Or in this case, against the wall. Looks like this. I'm not going to kick it really hard. That way, it comes back to me, okay? What you want to do is just make sure that you're trying to kick it straight, okay? Which can be very hard to do, okay? Out in front, two hands, step, step, drop. Oop, that one got away from me a little bit. When it gets away from you, it's usually because you are not keeping your eye on the ball. When you keep your eye on it, then you put your foot in the better spot, okay? This is a kick where you're not going to use your opposite leg. You're going to use your leg that works best for you. I'd say the majority of folks is going to be their right leg. But there's definitely some left-legged kickers out there. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this drill, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, partners, if you could, for the next 5 minutes, focus on any soccer-related drill that we have done or that you have thought of, and 5 minutes of that. Here comes the clock. Ready and go. All right, guys, just wanted to say great job today. Glad you're able to cowboy up and get the exercise done, get the drills done, and hope you're enjoying the videos. And have yourselves a great rest of the week and a great weekend. And we'll see you back here next week. Same channel. See ya.